The #1 athlete in the country is committed, but he's not signed. We're talking about Terry Bussey, the 5-star prospect from Timpson, Texas, and we're under a week until signing day 2024, and there's 2 teams working hard to flip him from that commitment from Texas A&M. I got national analyst Sam Spiegelman on today, and I want to find out if LSU or UGA has a shot to flip Bussey from the Aggies. But first, do me a favor, hit subscribe. This page is only 6 months old. We got it over 40K. Now let's hit 50K. All right. I appreciate you guys. Let's bring on national analyst Sam Spiegelman. Sam, we're talking Terry Bussey. Let's go back to last week because it's a busy week for Terry Bussey in this recruitment. Now, he was at Georgia last week. It was probably the first visit to Athens in about a year. Where do you put the Dogs right now in this recruitment?
Yeah, there were a lot of connections between Terry Bussey and Georgia. We know their new DB coach, Dante Williams, was recruiting him while at USC. Terry was the first call he made when he got the job at Georgia. We know that new assistant Travaris Robinson, who just came over from Alabama, had the Crimson Tide in the mix with Bussey. Bussey's been to Alabama a handful of occasions, took an official visit out there in the season before ultimately committing to the Aggies. And then even Glenn Schumann is a Texas guy, and he was pretty involved in this recruitment. And Kirby Smart has a role when it comes to DBs. But after this weekend's visit, it looks like Georgia is on the outside looking in the Terry Bussey sweepstakes.
Yeah, I thought that T-Rob relationship might play a little bit more because I know Alabama was a bit more of a factor in Bussey's recruitment than Georgia was. So with him going over there, but yeah, I agree. Still kind of on the outside looking in. Now, Terry Bussey, like I said, a busy week because just yesterday, he took a midweek visit on his own dime. It was an unofficial visit to LSU. Now, they've already hosted him on that official visit. So why did this visit take place when it did, and what does it mean for his recruitment?
Yeah, Bussey has been to Baton Rouge times. You know, Timpson, Texas is right on that border of Texas and Louisiana out there in East Texas. So he returned to Baton Rouge, but this was important. Like you said, it was an unofficial visit midweek, gave him a chance to sit down with a lot of the new defensive coaches in Baton Rouge. Corey Raymond is now overlooking and coaching the DBs. Blake Baker is overlooking the defense as the new defensive coordinator. From talking to people, this visit went very well. They believe LSU is the biggest threat to Texas A&M down the stretch. I had one source say it sounds like a coin flip. Going into Bussey's final official visit this weekend to Texas A&M. And throughout his recruitment, a lot of people have pointed to the Tigers, like I said, right on the border of Louisiana, and a lot of people in Bussey's corner that are pro-LSU from what I hear.
Now, it gets more interesting because this weekend, Terry Bussey will be at Texas A&M taking his second official visit to the Aggies. And you ask me why? How can he take 2 official visits? Well, he took one under the Jimbo Fisher regime, and now he gets to take another because of the coaching change. He gets to take one with Mike Elko and his new staff, and he'll be there this weekend. How big is it for Mike Elko to get him on campus this weekend?
It's huge. This is the first time that Terry Bussey has been to College Station since Mike Elko took over for Jimbo Fisher. Sure, he's been there, about a dozen times over the past 2+ years, visiting and getting familiar with the coaches there. But there's a lot of faces. There's also a lot of familiar faces. We know that Elko has made Terry Bussey a top priority. He's also getting very well acquainted with new DB coach Ishmael Artistide, who was on the A&M staff with Elko, when they first offered Terry Bussey and also offered him while he was the DB coach at Duke. A&M has Terry Bussey at the top of their wish list and have made him a top priority under the previous staff, under the current staff. And the Aggies have a good chance to close out this recruitment with another official visit this weekend.
All right, Sam. So where are you leaning? We're like, 6 days until signing day. Where are you leaning?
I think right now I expect Terry Bussey to sign with Texas A&M, but like I said, there's a lot of momentum in LSU's corner. Of course, that's going into this final official visit weekend back at A&M.
All right. We'll see what happens. We got about a week until we find out. You guys, let me know. You guys are the recruiting experts. Comment section below. Where will Terry Bussey sign? All right, Sam Spiegelman, thanks for dropping by the Inside Scoop, talking to this Bussey recruitment.
Thanks for having me, Josh.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed that content, be sure to subscribe to the On3 Recruits channel. We have a new page dedicated only to recruiting. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now.